Yes, people, we are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A, where we answer sporting questions from the chat people. So get your questions in. Premier League back in full effect. Of course, the major talking point is Manchester United beating Chelsea 2-1 at Old Trafford. Sanchez, red card early on. Casemiro, red card after that as well. But Manchester United running out winners at Old Trafford as Chelsea's terrible record at OT remains intact. Earlier on, Liverpool won the Merseyside derby as well. And of course, there's Arsenal, Manchester City tomorrow. And as well, Spurs coming back from 2-0 down against Brighton, which was an entertaining game as well. But get your questions in, people. Get your questions in. If you're a member of the channel, your question takes priority like a super chat, people. So if you're a member or you super chat, they're the two surefire ways to make sure I answer your question. So members, get your question in. The link for the membership is in the pinned comment, and that's a member at any level. So whether you're a Sarcasm Citizen, Sarcasm City Soldier, Sarcasm City General, people. So get your questions in. And like I said, of course, if you super chat, people, that make sure I get to your question as well. Big up to everyone already in the chat. Before I get to everybody though, please make sure you hit the like button on the video. Hit the like button. So whether you're watching this live right now, watching this back after the live, hit the like button on the video. Make sure you share this out across all the socials at Yes It's Flawless, at Sarcasm City TV, at Sarcasm City TV, at Yes It's Flawless on Twitter and Instagram. It helps so much. And just as important as those two things, the final thing you got to do when it comes to paying the tax, hit the subscribe button on the channel, hit the notification bell as well. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell right here on Sarcasm City TV. Go check out my match reaction if you haven't as well. Big up to Warrior J, who just put fuck this team. Big up Sham in the cut as well. Ryan hating on Vert. Big up Ibrahim, Vikran also. Who else is here in the building? S. Madison as well. Big up. Hope you're blessed. Taner. Hope you're good as well. Sham, my guy. But you lot get your questions in, man. Get your question in. And yeah, Warrior J, I know you was mad flawless. I heard Giovanni's Maresca out. I'm not going to lie. I'm saying, yes, he rang me during the watch along because he did say a couple days ago that he was going to ring me during the watch along. And he just said, one thing I've got to say, Maresca out. So the Yardman show is in just over an hour from now. So he'll be there giving his full opinions on the game and why he's turned Maresca out. It was very strange. After going down to 10 men, I don't know why you would take off Palmer, Estevar, and Neto. And you didn't give it any time to see how it was going to play out. You gave it no time. Like, Chelsea are still capable of beating Manchester United with 10 men. Don't get that misunderstood. That's me saying that as a Manchester United fan. I'm not saying that's what would have happened. I'm saying they're capable of it. So to just give up in essence straight away, like we have a lot of attacking prowess. We don't score a lot of goals like that. We don't create. I don't think we was good today. So yeah, it's what it is. But I hear it, Warrior J, if you're out. That was the worst Manchester United team and we lost. That is facts. Flawless, are you shocked by the general consensus on social media after that game? You know what? I've not been on socials like that. I put out two tweets and that was it. So you're going to have to let me know, Vikran, what is the general consensus about it? Are people saying we was great? It was a great performance. Be happy about the win. What are they saying? Why are they saying? Let's see what else. You lot, like I said, questions. Warrior J says, not in the mood today. I also called it that something strange happens when we go to Old Trafford. You did, was it 14 years now? Is it 14 years? Let me actually start. The manager's been talking. Oh, this is Maresca talking about it. All right, cool. Talking about his subs. Let me star those as well. Is there anything else? Let me see. Graham Potter could potentially be sacked. Yeah, that is crazy. What happened to the champions of the world tag? They still champions of the world. Yeah, it was 27% possession when it was 10v10. That is crazy. People are actually waking up to the piss poor performances. Oh, Adi, it took them long enough. You know what I'm saying? It took them long enough. Here we are. What did Maresca say? So this is Maresca and his subs. They attack with 5 players, so the idea was to defend with 5 players. You can defend with 4 at 11v11. The game probably changed after they conceded the red card. Also with Casemiro, we were much better. Here the thing is, you don't. They attack with 5, but if the 5 are no good, I'm not saying the 5 are no good, but let's say hypothetically the 5 are of a poor standard, do you still have to defend with 5? Make that make sense. If a team's attack is poor, do you treat it the same as if the attack is great? No, because you wouldn't play 5. You wouldn't defend with 5 if the 5 were the 5 of the world's best. So if you're, I don't know, playing against PSG, for example, you ain't going to defend with 5. If you're playing Barcelona, you're not going to defend with 5. I use those two because they're two of the best attacking teams. If you're playing Real Madrid, you're not going to play Real Madrid the same way you play Brentford or Fulham or Brighton or Manchester United. Again, managers just complicate simple matters. He made an insane decisions that in turn cost him the game. Because I think if he leaves Palmer on, he leaves a couple of the attackers on, he probably gets something from the game. But hey, that's their lookout. Flawless, what do you think of the performance? Happy with the win against us? Happy we got the win, yes, but our performance to me, Mark, was terrible. I said it in my match reaction. I think our performance against you lot, terrible. In particular, after you went down to 10 men. I think it was shocking. For real, like it really, really was. We didn't utilize having a man advantage at all. Keep the ball on the deck. We did it twice. Once when we got it to the edge of the area with Sesko, and Sesko, I think, should have played it to the right, and he played it to the left. And then there was another passage of play, and Bruno was there, and Ahmad was free on the, was it the right or left? He was free on one of the sides, and I think he was free on the left, and he passed it to the right. But other than that, we didn't. Keep the ball on the deck. Keep it on the ground and just move left to right. Just keep shifting it left to right. Progress it when you can. There's no need to run the risk. You are in you have the advantage. Not only do you have the man advantage, you have the goal advantage as well. Just keep it ticking. The space out there is going to create itself. All it takes is to pull one of the Chelsea players out of their defensive structure with 10 men, which is easier to do. And now you have an even better potential advantage. Like, basics, ball always in the air and shit. Yeah, man. Like, this is what it is. It's fucking just nonsense. That's what it is. I'm just happy you said Bruno off. That's funny. Oh, Flawless, don't get me wrong. Was your performance poor? Yes, but not going to lie. Maresca management and Sancho is a fucking bozo with that shit tackle. Fairs, I hear you. Chinnu says, big up Flawless in the chat. Sanchez getting sent off early killed the momentum for Chelsea, although United weren't convincing with the extra man advantage. Exactly that. That's how you know I am. Because Ace said this to me on Twitter. Shout out Ace, and he was like, at least you're honest with your assessment. One thing I am, whether you agree with me or disagree with me, is always honest. And two, I'm consistent with my views. So the same way I'd want my pro clubs team to play against 10 men, scratch that, 11 men, I want United to play like that. If you are playing against 10 men, you make the pitch as big as possible. So in our instance, have your wing backs on the touchline and high. If it's a 4-2-3-1, you have your 2 wingers, because then that makes their fullbacks do this, and you make sure your fullbacks are wide too. So it makes their wide players, and then there's more space, and you just left to right. The space is out there. Old Trafford, a big pitch. Keep the ball on the deck. It's really that simple. And a couple of times we did it, we got into those situations I was talking about. That's where, which goal was it? That's where the Bruno goal came from. Keeping the ball on the deck, and then we worked it into a good situation where I believe it was Maz was. Like, why are you crossing from deep? You should be crossing either from the byline or level with the box or like a couple yards off. You should not be, say, the microphone here. I don't know how to best explain it. The microphone here. You should not be crossing from deep is easier to defend against. Ask anybody who's a centre back or a fullback or a defensive player. Do you want to defend crosses from the byline or level with your box or 15, 20 yards away? That easy. You can see him a mile off. And you can go and attack it. Whether it's a low cross or whether it's a high cross, you can see it all the way. Whereas if it's level, like the defender and attacker can get a jump on you. It's not in front of you. Defenders want things in front of them. Again, basic stuff, man. Basic stuff. And I kept saying it. And you know what's crazy? That's where the red card came from for us. When I say the red card, Casemiro was stupid. 2 absolute stupid yellow cards. Didn't need to make the first one, but the second one, even though I don't think it's a foul, he's given the referee a decision to make. Stay on your feet. But how did Chelsea get the ball? Ahmad kicking the ball long. And don't get me wrong, it's not like Ahmad kicked the ball long, Chelsea got it, and then it was a through pass, and then Casemiro's fouled. I think, was it Esteval? I think it was, oh, no, it was, who did he foul? Was it Gittins? Whichever player we fouled, I can't remember who it was. But Ahmad giving the ball away carelessly has now caused Casemiro to make a careless decision. Because we shouldn't be getting turned around when we have the man advantage. And that's why I was saying on my match reaction, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Ahmad played a stupid game, and then Casemiro won a stupid prize. Nonsense. Nah, we just made a bad decision because the one before that was a bad decision. That's Maddison. I'm not even giving him. I'm not even giving him an out like that. I'm really, really not. See what else you lot are saying in the chat. Maresca gave us 3 points today. Can't wait to hear Kaneki on the Yardman show. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting to get everyone's points of view. Chelsea lost because of themselves. I hear it. They can hold that though. It's nice and quiet around here because their fans are hella loud. I even mind Chelsea, but their fans talk way too much. Not all of them, but a large proportion. Yeah, Dorgu was decent today, and that's just a typical Dorgu performance. He's not amazing, but defensively very sound, offensively offers the outlet, holds the width. He put in good. I think he got the assist as well. He got the assist, good crosses as well. I'd hope like he needs to improve his link-up play, but what player at 21 doesn't need to improve or 20 years old? You're Fat in the building. What are you saying, Fat?
Yeah, good. How about you, man?
I'm blessed, man. You good?
That was a funny game, isn't it?
What's your thoughts on it? Talk to us.
I can't lie here. When you talk about play stupid games, get stupid prizes, and I can say the same thing about Sanchez. And I don't think he doesn't need to do that. I would have preferred to let him win with scores and then we can see one goal down rather than losing a man down. But am I really surprised by this Sanchez? Not really. It's just that I feel like the Club World Cup has been fooling everyone. Even that goalkeeper of the tournament award thing, I think that's just a myth. People got gassed because he kept the clean sheet against one of the informed teams in Europe. PSG, well done. But it just goes to show again, like the lack of decision making upstairs, where they failed to identify signings that we all want. We knew we wanted a centre back. We knew we wanted a new goalkeeper, but they still persist, and keep persisting with Robert Sanchez in goal. It feels like it's a catch-22. Like they want to keep Robert Sanchez to prove a point to us that he's not a shit goalkeeper. But we've been seeing this for nearly better part of 2 years really. But I'm not that mad anymore like other people would. But what can I say really? It's just that, bro.
No offense. I hear you. All right, it's a flawless. Were you happy with the Mount Cunha and Mado subs? Mount, no. Because what does Mount offer? We need people who retain the ball. He's just going to go out there and run around. Cunha, yeah, cool, because Cunha's of a quality and he's shown that even in small glimpses. And Mano, no, because it was way too late. You bring on the likes of, all right, Cunha's coming back from fitness, but you bring on the likes of Mano, just background noise, that's all facts. You bring on the likes of Mano when you're upper man, because that's someone, not only is he great at retaining a football, he can also go past the man, which then creates even more space. So if you're up a man already, and Mano picks up the ball and goes past one player or goes past two players, then that even creates even more space. So again, no, Mano was way too late. Don't know how the likes of Mount are getting on ahead of him, but again, that's his manager, man. That's his manager for you. Is make it make sense, please. Go on.
Even some United fans that I talked to as well, like, all right, you lot won the game, but you know we haven't won there for better part of 12 years. Now next year is literally the 13 years that we haven't won there.
13 years is crazy, you know.
13 years, like I thought number 13 is bad of anything, but in general, but fucking hell. But people actually forget this stats. We haven't actually won there outside of Premier League meetings since 2005.
Yeah, people mention this all the time. Where is it? 2012 or something? 2012, 2013.
No, 2013 was the last time we beat you lot. Well, you lot already won the league anyway, but 2010 was the last one I can think of. Like we beat the actual competitive Man United side. That's the last.
Oh yeah,
about 15 years. That's when we literally fight with you guys for the title race. That's the last time that we actually beat you guys. But outside of those Premier League meetings, we haven't won there for better part of 20 years. It sounds crazy, but have a look on it. It's actually true. We haven't won against you guys since the League Cup semi-final second leg.
You beat us I swear you beat us in the league in 2013.
Yeah, we did. But I was saying that outside of Premier League meetings.
Oh yeah. I know. Yeah, we do have a good record against you, like in 08. It was crazy. Eddie's saying, yeah, Fats, take that L on that train with you.
Yeah, I am. That's why I'm ducking off early. You know what? I never once in my lifetime left that early in the middle of the game, but I did. I'm glad that I did. I literally left 75 minutes just to rush myself to the station, and then here I am in London Waterloo now. So I was literally about 30 minutes away from my home. So
all right, join when you get back. Join, fam. When you get back, join if you want. It just cuts out all the background noise. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, join when you get back, because I'll still be on for another hour. All right, blessings, Fats. Big up every time, yeah? Shout out, Fats, every single time. To the Vital, who says, do you think Manchester United has a similar reputation to a team like Everton or Newcastle or Villa with recent failures? Yes, I do. No, actually, it's worse. It's worse. Let's see what else you lot are saying. Flawless, what do you think happens against Brentford, especially now that Casemiro's out? I reckon it's another stinkfest. Every game we're in, Vickering is a stinkfest. One thing that I think people are going to underestimate, because they underestimate this about Casemiro's game, is how much he helps us defensively from set pieces. So corners, free kicks, throw-ins, and we know what Brentford are like with their throw-ins and their set pieces, or all their set pieces. He wins so many aerial duels. He's one of our better players in the air when it comes to that. Also attacking him as well, to be honest. Like, he scored a header today, even though it wasn't from a set piece, but he's good at attacking the ball. So it's gonna be a miss. And it's probably gonna be Agate and Bruno. So yeah, Brentford is not going to be good. I don't think people expect it to be either. They're just delaying the inevitable. Tell you that. I mean, he might have survived for a few more months. I'd know. He's got a month left. I'll tell you now. Let's see. The actual, the dates or roundabout dates, because he's getting sacked after Spurs. He's getting, he's not making it through Spurs. So I'm just looking here. Yeah, anytime from the 9th of November. Oh, yeah, so a couple months. Yeah. So anytime 9th of November. So anytime from the 10th to the 4th to the 14th, I think he gets sacked. 10th, 11th, 13th, 14th of November. Pick one of them days. That's what I'll say. Run up the likes. Like, people acting like Manchester United can't go and lose another game. You could easily go and lose to Brentford. You could easily lose to Sunderland. And then that gauntlet after this next international break, we're not winning one of them games. Liverpool away. Brighton at home. Forest away. And Tottenham away. He ain't winning any of those four. So yeah, that's what I'd say. No chance. Big up Asian Pops, man. Every single time says big up. Hey, don't hit me with the 3-point collectors. I'm not splitting you for that. But big up Asian Pops. Changing topic, thoughts on Liverpool 2, Everton 1. And Liverpool showed their quality, in particular in the first half. They shown their their qualities. And in the second half, Everton gave it a go. You gotta give them credit, but I say this all the time: decision making. They're like Ndai. That second goal was killed the game, because Everton just didn't have enough to get back in the game. They had enough of the ball, but there was just a lack of quality where they couldn't go and grab that second goal. And if you give up, Liverpool are good enough to score good goals against you. They're good enough to score very, very good goals against you without giving them. So Ndai just nodding the ball back to whoever it was, Paul. That's my thoughts. But Everton will be all right. Some winnable fixtures. Let me know, Andy, which games you think there are the winnable fixtures. When is the next international break? After Sunderland, so a couple of weeks. After the Sunderland game. Bruno deserves more credit. You Manchester United fans take his GA for granted. It's not like you guys blow out teams every goal or assist counts. Yeah, you're right, man. We too harsh on him. 100%. I agree. Yeah, so the next international break is the 5th of October. The 5th of October. Let's see what else you lot saying. Flawless, by the way, Javon will tell you more on Yardman. Apparently, Palmer was substituted due to his groin injury, according to Maresca. If that was the case, why didn't he change Palmer with Jorgensen? Because he's making shit up. That's why. Why no injury? Because if he was injured, why is he starting the game? Manager, he just panicked, man. Panicked. He either one or two things. He either panicked or was genuinely scared to lose, which either's unacceptable. Because as Chelsea Football Club's manager, you should never panic on the touchline. Should never. This is why you're paid the big money, is to deal with difficult situations. Yeah, it's just on pure foolishness, like Vikram mentioned. Pure foolishness. Hey, Don C, big up, fam. Hope you're blessed on that. Hope you're blessed. Hope you're good. You lot continue to get your questions in. Run up the likes as well. Over 40 of you lot in here. How many likes we got? 32. All right, 8 more likes. Girls up to 40 likes, people. 8 more likes. Girls up to 40, please. And also subscriber check as well. We are at 15,735. 5 more subscribers, people. Need 5 more. So I'm asking for 8 more likes and 5 more subscribers, people. All right, let's see what else you lot are saying in the chat as well. Let's see. Your next 10 games, the next 10 games, Flawless, what are your predictions? We ain't beating Brentford. Probably draw against Brentford. We'll beat Sunderland. Everyone will be happy. And then the next 4, I'm just going to say we ain't winning any of that 4. We're not winning any of the 4. We're not winning any of that next 4, and then he's gone. Hey, Andy, answer my question. Which games are the winnable fixtures? That's what I want to know. Which games are the winnable fixtures? By the way, thoughts on Arsenal versus Manchester City game as a neutral. We find out if Arteta is legit shook, and not because of the result or the performance. I'm talking about what does he go up with lineup-wise. If we see Rice, Zubimendi, and Moreno, we know what it is. If we see Rice, Zubimendi, Eze, Martinelli, Madueke, and Gyökeres, it's all right, he's going for it. That's fine. We're going to find out. But if he goes with 3 defensive-minded players in the midfield, we know he's shook to lose. He should go for it, to be honest. Arsenal have a very, very good team. They have a team. I've said this. They have a team capable of winning the Premier League. Have a team capable of winning the Premier League. Their biggest problem is the manager. He's the one holding them back. Okay, them 2 games. And then what about after that, Andy? What do you think of the 4 after that? Let's see. Side note, Chelsea squad building is hilarious. Seeing them come back down to earth is great, because I don't see where the gas was. This is why I had them 4th in my prediction, because yes, I think they're a good side. They have some exceptional players. In Palmer, Caicedo in particular, they have 2 of the best players in the league in those positions, in my opinion. But you gotta have a good goalkeeper and 2 quality centre backs, and they have neither. Sanchez is not it. He's one of the worst goalkeepers in the league, and Tosin and Jalabo are squad player standard. Like, they should be back up to what Chelsea have. Chelsea should have 2 serious centre backs, and then backing them up is I think Chalobah's that he's a squad player, and even calling them 3rd and 4th, I think they're 4th and 5th choices. So you should really have 2 in front of them and then a backup that's better than them. But for some reason, there was all this talk about Chelsea doing this, that, and the third with them. And I spoke about their attack as well, and people are now realizing this in regards to, yes, you have Palmer. How good of a Robin is João Pedro? I've rated him since his Watford days. But can he be the backup? Like, you've got Palmer who's Batman. Can he be an exceptional Robin? And then I don't rate their wide options like that. Someone gotta get goals. Said this. They don't have enough goals in their team. In my opinion, that's where the problem lies. Outside of João Pedro and Cole Palmer, I don't think they don't have another player I'd say is nailed on to get 10 Premier League goals. I don't think they have someone who I look at and I go, yeah, you're double figures this season. Don't have enough. They have Palmer and João Pedro, that's it. And then if you're going to do that, your defense has to be super airtight, nothing getting past it. And no, they don't have that. And then obviously there's question marks about Maresca as well, but they'll still finish top 4. So who have you got 4th then, S. Madison? Who have you got 4th? And yes, Jez, what do you say, fam?
No, what saying, man? I'm good, man. What is that?
All blessed, man. You know what I'm saying? All blessed. You already know. See, Warrior J says the wing options are shit apart from Esteban. I don't think they're shit, but they're not up to the standard you lot are looking for.
I think for the Chelsea standard, that shit. I heard what you're saying.
Well, you don't rate Neto, Gittins,
No.
Garnacho.
No.
Is there anyone else?
No, and he said apart from Esteban, there's nobody else.
No, I just named them. I'm saying, is there anyone else? There's Neto, Gittins,
no, that's it.
All 3.
Yeah, it's obviously sometimes you can put João Pedro in the winger position, sometimes Palmer, but they don't play winger no more.
Jesus.
So these are
their options are really Neto, Garnacho, and Gittins.
For me,
why did I add someone else? Go on.
No, it's that. Maybe you're forgetting. Maybe because you're probably thinking because of the fact that João Pedro and Palmer can play winger as well. That's why you're probably thinking it that way.
Yeah, that adds into it because Palmer can play as a right.
But they don't play there no more. So I don't even count them as wingers.
Mm-hmm.
So again, here we are again a year later. When I told you last season, when I told you guys last season,
Eddie, if you want the link, let me know. Sorry, go on.
Nah, when I told you guys last season, Chelsea's attack is overrated, and I told you this season your attack isn't that good. Like, the funny part is Chelsea fans are really good at just gaslighting everybody, but gaslighting themselves as well because they went into the season. There should have been protests for what happened this summer. There should have been. Ain't no way you just came off this back end of the season, very very strong back end of the season with a flat World Cup on top of it, and this is the type of window that you have. I told people, but bear in mind, Gittins is more than the likes of Embremo, Cunha, Kudus, Alanga, Madueke, and some of these names, we sit here and say, yeah, but some of these clubs all paid for them, but at least they did something. I told man that Gittins is. I told they paid premium money. They paid premium money for a project player. Premium money. Dortmund said pay us 65 million euros or you don't get the player. They bid 3 times to get them just to pay the money anyway. Garnacho speaks for itself. Alfred Neto's. I've been saying since last season. I think the guy is a scrub. Anyway, I don't think he's that good. I think he gives you moments. But you can see he's not that good. At least for the Chelsea standard, at least for other teams, I think he would be fine. But for Chelsea standard, this ain't it. And
so you're saying if he was at Fulham, for example, you'd be like, yeah,
it would be fine. Everybody would be saying like he was at Wolves, isn't it? But I just don't rate the attackers bar João Pedro. Esteban, who literally this is Esteban's first season in Europe, and I'm saying like he's top 3 attacker in the whole team. Do you know how bad that is?
Yeah, that is. Yeah.
And speaking about the defense, I said in the summer the reason why I don't take Chelsea serious at title contenders is because they neglected the centre back from the goalkeeper. I said you have to go and get a proper goalkeeper. I said you have to go sign at least once. They didn't even went and buy one centre back, not even one. And I said at bare minimum get one. They didn't even do that. Then obviously you can probably argue about the fact that they got unlucky with the Colwell ACL because it happened in training. But even I said that even before Colwell got injured, they have to go and buy another centre back. You can't tell me. I'm sorry. You can't tell me that. Tosin and Chalobah, you felt safe going into that with the season. This is like me saying, "Yo, I'm feel safe going into the season with Kevin Dunso and Dragonson as my main centre backs."
Hey, man.
It's a madness. It's a madness. Like the midfield is calm. Here, obviously, sometimes you see obviously there's a lot of conversations about. Enzo from the Chelsea fans, not even from rivals, from Chelsea fans saying, Enzo's been this, Enzo's been that. I think he's been high.
Was Enzo 100 M's?
Yeah, they paid over 100 M's for him.
Yeah, Then it's right to be. Why did we just let him off? That goes to show how much we just don't rate him.
Bro, I've been saying like Enzo's he's just there. Like
I think he's
he's
just
there.
That's it.
Exactly. But you know what I'm saying? He's just there. Like, because the guy next to him carries like the whole shit.
Yeah. Like Caicedo, that's a serious midfielder of a level.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like Enzo's because Caicedo is so good, Enzo's just there. Like man, like sometimes he does the box question. You see him sometimes arrive late in the box, but he's just a good player. That's it, to be honest. But yeah, obviously we know about their fullbacks. Like if they go with their starting fullbacks, they are obviously good. But even then, these days, like sometimes I'm seeing midweek changes playing midfield. Like I don't know what that is. No, but like I know like this is the thing. And obviously, again, I'm not a Chelsea fan. At the end of the day, I don't follow what they do. But I'm just looking from the outside, and I just never really rated the chance. Like I think they are in the best of the rest category, where like we can finish comfortably fourth. But that's it. I don't think they're better than Man City. I don't think they're better than Arsenal. I don't think they're better than Liverpool. And I always said this. Don't get twisted. I'm not one of those people. Who discredits Chelsea for winning the Club World Cup. I wish I could win the Club World Cup, if I'm being honest. But I'm not going to go based off a cup tournament and say this is why Chelsea is going to be dominant throughout every single competition throughout the whole season. It's different. I think it's different going from playing like a 2-week to 3-week tournament going into like having to play a 9-month season.
Okay.
So, like I said, they're not a bad team, but you can clearly see the faults in the team. You can clearly see it.
I fully hear that. I'm trying to find out for you now, Eddie, who got man of the match still. Hey, chat, let us know.
I'll be honest, I didn't even watch the game because I knew it was going to be a dead rubber game. Like I heard, obviously, a lot happened in terms of but it wasn't like game quality. It's just more like shit. Like it's more drama. Like shit. Like it's like me tuning into MTV on some shit. Like I mean, like this is what happens.
And Big Ol' Pup says Chalobah was recalled too. If he wasn't good before, how does he make the grade now? Yeah, they just messed up with that. Like I said, man, everyone knows they needed a goalkeeper. They for whatever reason didn't want to pay the money for Min Young, and everyone knows they needed.
I don't even rate Min Young like that, to be honest.
I think he makes it's not the bars on the floor, but he makes a vast improvement on Sanchez.
That's the issue though. Because the bars on the floor, I don't think the improvement is that good. I think there's other keepers they could have gone for. I heard a point, but not for Min Young, to be honest. I think he's rough, bro. I'll be honest.
First,
and I've been.
I wonder why it was him and nobody else.
You know what the funny part is, and this is what I say. Chelsea are probably beast when it comes to this PR thing, isn't it? Because after they stopped going for Min Young, it came out, and I remember that it came out in the summer saying how they're happy with all their 4 goalkeepers in Sanchez, Jurgensen. They have like some youngster called Pendes who they sent out. He's supposed to be like the next Courtois of Belgium. And then there's another goalkeeper, Petrovic, who they ended up selling anyway to Bournemouth. So after this Min Young thing stopped, PR came out and saying, "Yo, we're happy with our 4 goalkeepers, which one of them just sold to Bournemouth, and one of them is on loan because he's way too young." This is what I'm saying. They bought, and the funny thing is, man, we're eating this shit up. Okay, cool. Like, fine, let's go with Sanchez. Like, I'll be honest, you should have considering how they ended the season last season, they should have protested. Ain't no way you're going with Chalobah and Tosin. And don't get twisted. I think Koval has been played really well, and from the back end of the season up until he got injured. But I still felt like you could have still gone and buy 1-2 centre backs. Hato, I think, for example, I think he's a nice player, but he's not a centre back these days. Like I see him at Ajax more times than not playing left back than centre back. So I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. Like there's question. See the only problem also is, and I was listening to Marshall's show earlier, and him and Ahmed were talking about how the fan expectation is obviously for them to compete for a title this year. But what if it's not the expectation of the board and the directors? But this is like they wanna stick like because if they're not because you see Chelsea say if you're not competing for a title, Maresca needs to go. But what if the ownership and the board doesn't look at it that way and say no, he's actually on track right now? That's why they probably were happy with the type of window that they had.
That's it.
So I don't know.
Alright, that's fair enough. Shout out to Chin who says Chelsea's priorities are all over the place, moving like my missus. That's crazy. Going food shopping and only coming home with a bag of crisps and some makeup. Hey, shout out to Mrs. Chinlu. I hope she's good. Unnecessary straight Chinlu, but we understand your overall point that you are getting at. Yeah, it makes no type of sense. It says here, what's mad is that Chelsea actually have some players at Strasbourg who would make the bench ahead of some of who we've seen today. I hear you, man. I've been hearing that. I don't know about these players. Go on, fam.
But that's the issue. The level of these players are not good enough for Chelsea level, in my opinion. Like, yeah, they're decent players, young players, but again, young. These are some players. Why do you want to have young players at squad depth? You know what I mean? The whole point is the thing with me is what Chelsea have to do is you want to bring in players you want to buy players who replaces the likes of Gittins and Garnacho to the bench, Neto to the bench, Chalobah to the bench, Tosin to the bench. This is the quality you want to get. You don't want to get youngsters to get them to the bench. I think this is the wrong approach. If you want to get youngsters in to be on the bench, then don't expect any sort of title races and shit like that. Then it just means you are trying to do this whole, you're doing this youth project. It's gonna take time. 2028 Shadow Ineos, that type of thing.
Hey, feel nice, nigga.
Hey, bro, I'm just saying. I'm just saying, but you get my point though, like.
Yeah, I get you.
That's what I say. Like these Strasbourg kids, lowered, man. Like I keep it 100 with you guys, man. Like
maybe Marshall's right. Marshall's right. Maybe their aim isn't this season title charge. Maybe it's just solidified top 4 again.
Exactly, because look at that window. You can't tell me this is a window that said we strive to win the league. You can't tell me that. Even Arsenal with all the complaints that ended up happening during the window, you can see there was some intent to trying to say we want to push for the title. Liverpool, you definitely thought with Liverpool, and then Man City said, "Yo, we're not going away. We spent 200 million. We spent 200 million in January. Give me another 200 million right there in this next summer." But look at the Chelsea window. They spent money, yeah. They sold really well. They spent that money, and they bought bullshit. Or well, not bullshit, but maybe the future.
Hey! I know that ain't Mr. Former head of Ineos PR talking, but big up to you, Eddie. Every single time.
I'll say like, hold on a second. Aren't you like you was having the wardrobe ready and shit like that? If you had the wardrobe ready, Amrin would have been gone by Wednesday.
Here's a big up Catch. Make sure you lot subscribe to the catch up as well. Big up Catch every time. Shouts to SB2 also as well. You lot continue to get your questions in. It don't have to be about the United Chelsea game. Don't have to be about the Merseyside derby. It may be something else. It may be Arsenal City. It may be something else, people. So get your questions in. We're in for another just over half an hour. And let's run up the likes as well. Did we get right? Well, actually, we did get over the 40 target. Right, 7 more. Girls up to 50 people. Girls up to 50.
Let me ask you a question. What do you thought about the Spurs game today? Because I had some thoughts, and of course I was getting attacked again for thinking negatively.
You lot play well today to me. In particular, the first half. Like you lot was on the front foot, and they scored the first goal you conceded was poor, but that was their first meaningful attack. Like you lot actually played well today. Like it was just that points, like it was just that final pass or the final shot, etc. And even going because you lot went 2-0 down, if I'm correct, right?
Yeah, 2-0 down.
Yeah, 2-0 down. Even when it went 2-1, I'm like, hey, Spurs can get back in this. And even before you scored the equalizer, Xavi Simons missed a good chance as well. I think you're
I was
quality shown. Brighton.
I was watching.
Yeah, one thing Brighton are gonna do is allow you to play.
Yes.
Brighton give you space to play if you can play. Obviously, they'll try to press and stuff like that, but because of the way when I think about it, Brighton are rarely in a dull affair. Win, lose, or draw. So yeah, I thought you lot did well still. You played a doggy over that side with Xavi Simons.
Udebe was today.
The left-hand side looked better. Kudus in particular in the first half. By the way, his control, crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, he's a bad man.
I seen him pluck a ball out the sky, and I was like, it's like he's got glue on his boot. It was mad. Him and Porro over that side as well. Midfield could have been better, yes. Richarlison showed his limitations, but overall,
wait, that goal. Fuck it up. That goal that he scored. I can't actually believe how bad he actually is. Did you saw the finish? Bro, he had all the goals aimed to.
Yeah, hit the keeper, didn't it? He did a Martinelli.
He shot it. This is worse than the Martinelli one. Like, the keeper's already on the floor. You have all the space. There's no Brighton defender there. It takes at least another second for another Brighton defender to come by the time you even get the shot off. And he aimed it straight at the keeper. And it's just at the ball. Oh my days. You see this one? See? And I can't believe he got away with this nonsense. We got Richarlison after the Burnley game. But anyways, see. But
this one, Bergvall was dreadful, by the way. He was terrible today.
Yeah, I heard in the mistake.
I've seen him play. I actually think he's a decent player, but the fact that I think he got taken off late, like, he was dreadful. He was dreadful.
I don't even disagree, because especially for the mistake, it's like, especially for the mistake for the goal, like, what was the plan, like? And even if you want to clear it, then clear it further away, like it's like and even because me and Steve was watching the game as well, and when you watch the replay, you can, and this is what probably annoyed me as well, is that why is nobody, like, when you see the goal starts from when Bergvall even wins the ball, but he wins the ball, but nobody is moving. Everybody's just standing still, just walking around, and I just felt like, yo, make a move. Then he can actually make a move so he can actually go and pass it to somebody. He didn't saw anybody. He panicked, kicked it awfully. Because if you're gonna go and boot it properly. And then Arari, by the way, bowler.
That strike is ridiculous as well, by the way. That is a ridiculous strike.
He's a baller. He's a baller. He's Swedish as well. But Padina's just ball watching. Just have a pop. I know that Vicario could have done probably better there, but I feel like there's just so many things. There's at least 2 or 3 things that could have been done to prevent it already before even it got to Vicario. And now, like, again, left-hand side, today you went with Edogi and Odegaard, which I've been saying, the Spence Xavi thing needs to stop. I'm happy that he changed that. I was actually excited to see. I know Odegaard didn't have the great. I don't think the attack Barcodes had necessarily the greatest game, but I'm just happy to see just the balance. Having just the balance alone makes things a lot more easier to play than having guys who maybe are better, but the balance is not there at all.
Yes, Eddie, what are you saying, fam?
So yeah,
I'm here to fight for my honor. I'm here to fight for my honor.
What do you mean fight for your honor? No one questioned your honor.
No, for the last 15 minutes, Ross, allow me to speak, please. Allow me to speak.
Okay.
Go.
Your audio's a little bit low though.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm in the gym. I heard
right, okay.
talking absolute bullshit about my name, and I had to come on here and defend myself. And mind you, Flaws, this is the second time you've allowed somebody to come on your platform and personally attack me. So, is it personal?
That's not personal. It's just the law. It's just the law of the jungle, man.
Is
the law of the jungle.
I don't know. We'll leave that up to the chat to decide. Let's not leave that up to you, because bias is aside, we know where you're laying. But anyway, I never said that I was going to wear Ineos gear if they sacked Ruben Amorim. That's false. I never said that. You can check the streams. I said I might. I said I may. I never said I would. I said I might. It was 50-50. So that's a lie. Number 2, I just wanted to make it absolutely clear to everybody on this panel and in the chat that I absolutely hate Jez. I don't think I should leave it to any question.
Just pop.
Again, and I say this with every fiber of my being. Shut up, Jess. I'm talking. So when I
gotta
on
beat
these
the chest.
platforms, and Flawless allows people like a Jez Who else is on the list? It's primarily just Jez to attack me nonstop. Nonstop. It's becoming a bit unbearable. I'm gonna have to defend myself at a certain point in time.
Thanks.
So I'm telling you, Flawless, and of course I can't forget Don C attacks me in the chat too. So you just sending the goons on me, Flawless. I don't appreciate this at all.
That's it. Hey, Don C just uncultured. Attacks me all the time.
Yeah, but I mean, again, you're the head of the snake. It all starts with you. It all starts and ends with you. So I've come on here personally to address you, Mr. Simeone. I don't think I've used the first. I'm just gonna call you on a last name, Mr. Simeone. Now, I don't appreciate this. I don't appreciate the turn this channel is taking. I don't appreciate this. I'm a man. I'm a man of the cloth. I'm a man of faith. I do my best to walk in his shoes. And to be personally attacked like this, I don't know what to say anymore, man. I just, I had to come out here fight for my honor. Yeah, I had to come out here fight for my honor.
I'll make sure to keep an eye on it, man, and make sure you are not being the victim. All right, I'll make sure of that, man.
Thank you. Of course, again, I don't like to refer to myself as a victim, but if the shoe fits, I must wear it. And
there you go, man.
Snug on right now. Pretty snug on right now.
That is it. Yeah.
It is 100%. What it is. I'm out here looking like Jamie when he opened the door for what's old boy's name? Sully. Yeah, just laid out on the floor. My brother's looking at me like, get up. I can't get up. Stuff out here. But to Judge's question about his team, I didn't watch it, but it brings me absolute joy to know on this day today, Judge's team drew and my team won. The agenda is set. It is set.
The most thing is,
for about a week.
The most thing is, as well as that, I actually didn't predict us to actually get a result today, so I'm kind of like happy.
You know what? On the balance of play, really and truly, you lot could have won the game. To be honest, there you go. And don't see I sent you the link.
No, we definitely could have won the game, but
Don C is a saint. Eddie definitely did say it, but Don C is not saying.
This is the three-card Monty. This is the three-card Monty that Don C and Jez like to run on stream. They're such caring, nice individuals, and then you get a guy like me who actually is a caring, nice individual. You just get attacked, so it makes it seem like I'm the one doing the attacking.
Hey, I got you, Eddie. Hey, Jez, shut up, man. I got you. I'm with you. Hey, shut up, Jez.
You happy? You happy?
Anytime anyone attacks me, I'm just gonna tell them shut up, man. I'm gonna say shut up.
You happy? You happy?
I mean, honestly, Flawless, to ease the pressure of you having to handle this type of debauchery that this guy brings to the platform. If you want, you can give me the creator tag, and then I can just be removing Jez before you even see him in the backstage. We don't even have to act like he's there. We can all just move accordingly.
Shit! This is a new era, bro. This is right wing Eddie right here. Right wing Eddie.
Hey, you lot not entertained. That's what I'm going to say. You lot not.
I'll say you can't speak your mind no more. if I speak more, I'm in trouble.
No, absolutely not. We're not allowing that anymore. Oh my God.
All I'm saying, if I speak, I'm in trouble if I say more.
Yeah, man. We're gonna get you kicked off the air, dog. You heard what happened to Jimmy. I got people who know people, man. Don't play with me, man. I'm the boss. I'll call the manager. How you like that?
Nah, all I'm saying is, man, after what I've been seeing the last 2 weeks, man, I'm gonna keep my freedom of speech to myself, man.
Nah, I hear you.
That's a whole nother story. Yeah, we could cook on that one. But I'm just gonna leave it for this conversation to be about me and about me protecting someone like me who constantly finds himself in battles. Flawless has castigated me as some type of black dashiki where I don't even know where that comes from.
No idea, man. Yeah, I was completely wrong about that.
I come here to offer my analysis on the game, and somehow I'm being questioned.
Yes.
When the real question needs to be, why are you questioning me? That's the real question. Who do you work for?
I hear it, man. So actually, that being said, Eddie, your thoughts on the game, actually?
My thoughts
United
on which
Chelsea.
game?
United Chelsea. In particular, Chelsea. Your thoughts. I know you got plenty to say.
Imagine the best part of it was hearing apparently that Garnacho had a very particular chant directed towards his way. That's the best part of everything that happened. I heard they're really cussing him out. As far as the game goes, like I said in the beginning, I apologize to everybody who had to watch it. I really do. I can't put into words how much of a shit team we are to watch. Like it's tough for me to see it and then again have to acknowledge it time after time after time. Like they choose when they want to play hard, and that's usually like the first 15 minutes. And then once they see a little bit of adversity, it just goes completely where. So something will change. How soon it'll change, who knows? But yeah, I think Mazraoui's one I can keep myself from really going off on. Delit too. Ahmad was terrible. Sesko couldn't get into the game. And Wemma was just running around. Yeah, the only people who hold their heads up high is the back line. And then again, Ruben. What more? I don't even need to speak on him. I think if anybody would just go to what he said after the game, yeah, you can just realize what we're dealing with. Like if people go listen to his words after that match and what he had to say, and you'll understand what we're going through.
I actually need to go and check. I didn't watch the game. I actually need to check.
Again, so there's literally not a, and again with the back line, it's just them doing what they know how to do. It's not like we're tactically setting them up to be the best version of themselves. It's literally just they're quality players, and so they give us a chance every time we go out. Because we know what those guys are professionals. But again, the subs were questionable. Timing of the subs, and we went down to 10 men, and it was like we were never going to score a goal.
Sucks.
Imagine going down to 10 men, and that's the only way you can actually score a goal.
Yep.
So, yeah, Ahmad, and then the thing with Ahmad is I don't think he's enjoying football right now.
Yeah, he looks like he's just not on it whatsoever. For true.
He's not on it. I remember the best thing I loved about Ahmad last season was he had this quick twitch. Like he saw an opportunity and he took it. I don't know if you remember towards the end of the game when he received the pass and he was kind of like slow walking.
Was it the one of Bruno?
To look for another pass. Yeah, I think so. But then also it's just like the decision making.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the decision making was crazy on his part as well. Yeah, it's just not a good look, man. And I don't know. Again, if they don't see how big of a problem this guy is, yeah, I didn't think I'd be here a couple weeks ago, but from the looks of it, like that's more reason. That game that we just watched is more reason to let him go than any result previous to this one.
Facts. Agreed.
It's just you can't dominate a 10-man side, and then when it goes to 10-10, you concede. Like, and people were like, "You guys don't feel comfortable yet." I said it. Don't you remember the Leon game?
you're right.
tough. It's tough. Oh, wait, hold on. I didn't agree to this. I see somebody joined the panel. I didn't agree to this.
You know what? It's wrong. Wrong saying, man. People join. What are you saying, Duncy?
Yo, Eddie, Wagwan.
I missed what happened in the chat. What happened in the chat? What did I miss?
I was calling him out for his fraudulence in the chat, and then he decided he wanted to put me in front of the firing squad. I didn't know what I did to deserve it, but it is what it is. You know, I guess I just got to deal with that, huh?
Eddie, I'm just still trying to figure out why you're calling me out for, bro. I thought we were brothers out here.
No, this is years. This is years of abuse. This is years of abuse. I'm trying to speak up. I found my voice. This is all that's happening. I found my voice.
Yeah, but you sound like a chick now, bro. You get what I'm saying? You should address the thing at the time. You get what I'm saying?
Hey,
you're using it years later, bro. Why are we gonna do this right now?
See the attacks. Do you hear the attacks? Do you hear the attacks? This is what
Eddie, you're the one that called me out like that's what I'm saying. I should play my little violins and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Always a victim. It's never your fault. Are you hearing this?
Again, this is people. I want you to pay that. This is perpetrator tactics 101. They flip it back onto you. This is what we're doing here, people. Always remember, I'm the one calling for help. Remember that, people in the chat. I'm the one calling.
Hey, Eddie. In the stream earlier on, I was backing Man United. I was flawless all week here. I said, you man are going to beat Chelsea. You know what I'm saying?
You did say this.
I was actually being your man backup dances from afar. You hit me? I was like, yeah, you're going to beat Chelsea and all of that. I got abuse from your fellow Reds.
Don't see, because I actually don't know this. Your fault on the game.
Oh, my fault of the game. My fault was it was horrible. It was horrible. Like, to be honest, right?
Go on. I genuinely want to hear this. Go on.
You lot started off well, yeah. And any Chelsea fan that's crying out about the Sanchez chance, right? Your back line made him do that. Yeah. You know he's a bozo at the best of times. So if you're gonna let a player like Mbeumo run behind the defense, right? What do you think is gonna happen? You hear what I'm saying? Would you want to just let the goal go in? Come on, man. And the keeper done a stupid challenge. Cool, innit? It is what it is. But then you, man, took off all of your fucking attacking threat, right? And you expect the result to go any other way. Like, but then Man United, instead of them capitalizing on the fact that they have that Chelsea have 10 men, right? They go and say, do you know what, rude boy? We're going to give you a chance. Casemiro does a fucking stupid challenge, which he didn't need to do. You know what I'm saying? I understand it's raining. You know what I'm saying? The Old Trafford ain't where it used to be. There's rats running around. I mean, sorry, I didn't mean to disrespect Bruno. Yeah, but you know what I mean.
You're talking about 6'9".
Jesus Christ.
I'm stealing that one.
Like there was Garnacho on the bench. You see what I'm saying? So you know, man, them had the point to prove, and then they kind of let Chelsea back.
Don't forget Joe Pedro.
Oh yeah, Oh my day, Joe Pedro. You know what? Yeah, I ain't even gonna lie to you. Yeah, I actually expected better things from Chelsea because Man United kind of step up. Yeah, when they're playing bigger teams, you know what I'm saying? Because they're not as great as they used to be. They're a team of the past. We're gonna start calling them not in the first and all of them, man. You know what I'm saying? The European champions, they ain't gonna win that and anything anytime soon. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get me? But not
hold on a second. You're not gonna say strike one, but for me.
I'm gathering evidence.
Two things, first and foremost. Second, when you go gym and you look like a Duncy, you can talk like that to me too. You know what I'm saying?
Fair enough. Plus, tomorrow, guess what? It's
my tone change. You see how my tone changed? I know. I got to tell me.
I bet I've said this before. I met Duncy in real life. I was like, I better chill with the Arsenal jokes. I was like, just calm down. So yeah, we'll go on, Duncy.
No. To be honest, it's the best that you lot could have hoped for. To be honest, that's the best you lot could have hoped for. Because
I didn't think we was capable of winning.
Like a game like this saves Amran's job. All right. Plain and simple, it saves Amran's job. It allows him to survive another month. Let's say, because beating a team like Chelsea, right, they're a lot ahead of you in their process. Yeah. So that's an excuse to lose a game like this, especially because you've had back-to-back hard games. All right. The fact that you man beat them and to be honest, you man dominated more of the game. Like you man weren't great, but it's like what you're expecting. You man do this friggin' 1990 football way, just hoofing it up front. All right, I get that, yeah, because Man United haven't really got any stability, but it's more of missed chances for you lot, because in the first half you should have been 4-0 up, easy, 4-0 up, easy. Not Spurs. Chelsea weren't offering you nothing until Casemiro got sent off. Right? It was a chance. You see, one thing I wanted your manager to do is change it up, put more attacking players on the field. Right? Put better on the field. Like, why the hell would you put Cunha on for the last 8 minutes?
In the Cunha defense, he did just come back from injury. So that's, I think, the reason why. That's why I'm with Cunha, I kind of get that. The rest of them, though.
Okay, you had man like Mainu. You hear what I'm saying? You had Xerxes on the bench. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, in a game like that, it's not that you want to beat up Chelsea. You want to destroy them. You know what I'm saying? Fair enough, it's 10 men, but it's their fault that they had 10 men. And you can't, no one can actually say, oh yeah, well, if it was 11 on 11, well, if Chelsea's back line was doing what they're supposed to do, it would have been 11 on 11. You know what I'm saying? So everyone
take advantage of those type of things. Yeah. You got to take advantage of those.
And the fact that the moment that they got a man sent off, they reverted to defense. They took off near enough every single one of their attacking players and brought in defenders. Fair enough, Palmer had an injury, but then that could have been one change. Yeah, they didn't really need to do too much more, because Man United wasn't offering that much at that point, and Chelsea could have tried to hit them on a counter attack. But Chelsea literally, it was like the Mourinho days. You get me? When they went 1-0 up and they just tried to defend the lead. You get me? So to be honest, like, no matter how you win that game, and I understand it's more of a deeper root issue with Man United, but then now you lot are on your way to 2 wins in a row. You know what I'm saying? You haven't had that underneath this manager, and Brentford is a perfect game to do.
No one said this. I said assessment of the game, yo. No one said anything about this fucking guy, yo. This guy is a joke, man.
I'm positive, bro.
Yeah, be positive about Arteta. Yeah. Actually, that being said, lovely segue. Your thoughts on your game tomorrow, my friend?
Well, do you know what? Yeah, I guess we'll talk about it tomorrow.
Big game.
Do you know what, right? It's hard to actually be happy about tomorrow, because everything I said today, you could just flip it back tomorrow and say, yeah, what was you saying yesterday, blood? What was you saying yesterday, blood?
I called this United Chelsea game. I didn't think we'd win. Yeah. I said the best we could get for it, bro.
No, I knew you'd win, because Chelsea are horrible. I don't rate Chelsea like how certain people about champions, you're fucking.
Call them the blue frauds.
Yeah, bro. You know what it is? They just won a beautiful community shield. That's all they did. You know what I'm saying?
Community shield, that's jokes, yo.
Bro, it is where it is, bro. Yeah, but tomorrow's game, it's a tough one, just because I don't know who Arteta's going to field. If he's going to revert to the last few games where, apart from Nottingham Forest, where he plays 3 fucking DMs, right? It can be scary times as well, just because City are City, innit? And I heard that Rodgers not playing, so this is the perfect time for us to actually just try and destroy them like we did last season. Because last season, what did I call? 3-0. This year, Sunday's game, I think we're going to win. We're going to win 3-1. Actually, I'm actually positive about this game, because I think that we've got a better team.
Okay.
Yeah. I think we've got a better team than City. Like, as a whole, they got a few individuals that, okay, cool, world class, I get it. But as a team, they're not that. I've seen enough of City to actually realize that it's not that they can't cause us a threat. I think style-wise, we're perfect for them. You know what I'm saying? Perfect to beat them. We're hard to break down. They're kind of easy at the back to break down ports. You know what I'm saying? They're not the Chelsea of all that. And I'm not gonna come with like last week when we was on against with Vader. I'm gonna come with all that chest here and try and back down. Who do you think I am, Tony? Come on, man. I ain't that guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't run away from nothing. You see it, yeah? Like, it's one of those things where tomorrow's game, it all depends who he starts. If he's got the fucking cojones, yeah, to play players in their fucking position and leave that cheap fucking dirty whore Martinelli at home, so there's a flag.
Jesus Christ, that's crazy.
Nah, bro. Like, I'm tired of him, bro. I don't care if he scored in his last game. You know what I'm saying? You let all the man them do all the hard work to make man all tired and stuff like that. And Martinelli come on and then it says, oh yeah, I scored a goal. Yeah, whoop he do. All you Arsenal fans, you know what I'm saying? Nah, fuck off. You hear what I'm saying? The way he's handled the situation of him being shit, I respect. But what I respect more is if you do that week in, week out. Like put a negative person like me, make me a believer. You know what I'm saying? But I don't trust him. That's why I don't want him to play. You get me? I don't want him to start. I don't want him to come off the bench. You get me? But we all know that it's either one or the other. But it all depends on who he's starting 11 is. If he plays the whole Moreno, Rice, and who is it, Xerxes, then
yeah, that's going to be interesting to see. Does Eze play in the 10? Like that is going to be interesting.
Yeah, actually, no. This is actually what I actually want to ask.
As well. Go on.
This is what I want to ask Don C in the line. What do you think? What do you think the midfield and attack is going to be? Because I think it's self-explanatory what the goalkeeper and defense is. So, what do you think that Arteta is going to
do? You see with Arteta, his last game shows you a lot of what he's gonna do, right? And let's say out of his last 3 games, only 1 game he changed it up just because of the level of competition. You get me? So I'm going with he's gonna play the same 3 midfield as he did in the last game, and that's gonna hurt my soul because we even saw it. Whether it was Athletic Bilbao or whatever the fuck the name is, or Liverpool, the moment we put a number 10 on, we attacked. Do you get me? All of this, I don't know if Odegaard's going to be playing. Do you know what, right? Like, you don't have the merit to even call that shit out. You know what I'm saying? You haven't won nothing with any oomph. Just say the team, bro. You get me? Because we all know that he's going to start with Odegaard, right? If Moreno ain't playing, then he's going to start with Odegaard because he's not going to play Eze in that position. You get me? He's not going to play Ethan in that position, right? My thing is that if Rodri ain't playing, that's a massive miss in midfield for Man City. So now we need to go all out attack because we know one thing Arsenal players are good at is running, is defending. The reason why we have one of the best defensive records in Europe is because as a team, we know how to defend. Do you get me? We know how to fucking defend. Yeah. Now, if you see, what was it? The Forest match, or even a last match, Athletic Bilbao. The moment we fucking put an attacking player, right? What happened? It changed our whole complexion of the team. The whole complexion of the team. We were still defensively solid, but now we could attack with some fucking bang. You get me? Start off like that.
Is that the most frustrating part for you? Because you have the tools, but the carpenter is soft as hell, so you don't necessarily see what you can really do out there. Like, it doesn't necessarily give y'all a chance to be that attacking team that you're talking about because he's better than ring manager, of course, but they're similar in the sense that their first reaction is to play conservative, and then when shit hits the fan, that's when they want to start attacking. When it actually should be kind of the flip it, right? Like you want to start out, if you're the more talented team, you want to start out attacking. And then if you have to, concede, like kind of take it back a little bit, then see what happens. So I think, this game is all about Arteta now that I hear you talk, because the Man City I saw, I'm gonna be real, was not a Man City that I would fear any top 4 or actually, title contending team having some type of respect for. I think, especially if Eze is on his game, if he starts Eze, and then what did you say your best midfield was? Remind me again.
Well, right now I think our best midfield has to be Rice and Xerxes.
Okay.
Not Xerxes, sorry, Supermendi. I keep saying Xerxes, I mean Supermendi. Apologies.
It's the Z. It's all, yeah. So, that's a balance. And then Odegaard, I'm guessing, in front of that.
Yeah, Odegaard in front of him. But then I want to put Odegaard in front of him. If we're going for more of a defensive outlook, right, I would say then he'll play an Odegaard or Moreno because defensively, them man, they can run for days. If we want to go offensive now, You see, the problem is, right, is that the problem is if Saka's fit and he just come back. If Saka's fit, I would say play Saka on the right, and Saka on the right, Madueke on the left, nonsense number 20 on the left, and then play Eze because that's showing an attack threat where Saka and nonsense can switch wings and stuff like that. So we kind of keep them guessing. But Arteta won't do things like that. Arteta likes to be defensively structured, unfortunately, and every time he plays a big match, right? He always goes into that match with the players and the mind frame of we are second best, and you can see it, and you can see it in how he and how he puts his team out and how he sets his team out, not realizing we've actually constructed, and that's the one thing I'll give him. The one fucking thing I'll actually give him, he's constructed a great team. Do you know what I'm saying? Now let these man ball. You get me? Don't always let them play like fucking Stoke City, Blackburn from the fucking early 2000s and the rest of that. Like a Sam Allardyce team. Bro, can you imagine this? Seeing, next thing we're going to see is fucking Eze playing as a DM, bro. You get me? That's the kind of stupidity that this pussy-o does. If we've got an attacking array of players, do you know what, right? Play them. You get me? And do you know what? Yeah. If it goes wrong, then do you know what? Yeah, fans like me that's called this out, yeah. Then do you know what it says? I say, okay, do you know what? Go with what you know best. You get what I'm saying? It's just like having a striker. We've wanted a striker. Now use him. You get me? Yeah. And the thing is, if he's playing free in midfield, like let's say 3 DMs, he's setting up our striker to fail. Because then who's giving him balls from deep? You get me? When's the last time you seen Arsenal carve through a fucking team and score the goals that Arsenal used to score? Those goals was Arsenal's trademark. We don't do that no more. Now Arsenal's trademark is set piece. You get me?
And that's what's crazy. I'll let you go. Just to say, I thought you say this one thing. Because, like you said, your structure is a big part of why your defense is so formidable. You can put some attacking players on that pitch and still keep the structure if they've been trained the right way. So you can have the best of both worlds. You can have that structure that allows you to attack and defend, but it's just like, hey, Tony, less of that in the chat. Less of that been talking about people attacking me on this platform, Tony. I don't appreciate that. I'll let that slide now. That's the last one. But yeah, I just don't get it with your manager. I'm gonna be real. I understand your frustrations because I honestly believe this. If he was brave and played more with risk, you could actually do something. Because I'm looking at Liverpool, they don't look all that formidable right now. They're scoring goals, but it's like you're just scoring goals, and it makes sense because of who you're playing. I look at y'all. You're beating people. Now, it might not be how you want it to look, but the good thing is there's still time if you take those necessary steps. And he just seems to be like stuck in his way of things, not looking at it from the outside and just like give your attacking players more freedom. You've seen Yokeres can make people pay. Try and figure out ways to get him the ball and stop kind of doing the same thing over and over again, playing for corners. Tomorrow's game is a big test, man, because it's one thing to go out there and get a draw. I think we're past the results phase with Arteta. I think it has to be, does this look like a team that can do something special? And we'll see tomorrow for sure.
Yeah, no, it is. I feel like.
So go on, Jess.
I was saying it's because like I had because me and Flo did obviously the athletic club the ball watch along, and we saw the game, and I was saying how in the game like how I don't think Bilbao is necessarily a bad team, but they're also not necessarily great. Like especially in Europe, I feel like especially these last 2 seasons now. Obviously, it's early still since the first Champions League game, but I'm not convinced of Bilbao in the Champions League coming into the Champions League season. So for me, it's like your team has the quality to do more. Man is not saying that it needs to be looking champagne football high line and all that stuff, but there's enough out there to make it look a lot better. It doesn't need to be that rigid. It doesn't need to be that difficult. And I feel like, and my idea is that I think Arteta is scarred ever since he lost that the second league title race. Because I remember there was
Yeah.
a time when Arsenal was hooping. Arsenal under him were hooping. It's not like he never coached good football, but I feel like he's gone away from it because remember the City game, the 4-1, where
Yeah.
De Bruyne and Haaland went crazy. I feel like ever since that game, it mentally changed him as a manager. Where like it's defense first. It doesn't matter who we play. I want to make sure that my defense is set regardless of weak opposition or good opposition. But I feel like if this is gonna be something that's always gonna be in your mind, especially when it comes to these type of matches against City, Liverpool, etc., it always, as we've been seeing for the last few seasons now, it always comes back to bite you anyways. So for me, it's like unless you get over it as a manager, I feel like you will always have the situation where you're not gonna get. Yeah, you might get a draw, but let's be honest, this is not the result that you really want. Because as we've seen the last few seasons, you get the draw, but it doesn't lead to anything.
No, it's true.
So I feel like I feel like that's what I say. I feel like you just have to get from a mental aspect. I think the manager has to just go away from the fact that fuck it, like what's there to be scared about, isn't it?
No. Do you know what it is? I'm with you on that. And do you know what? Yeah, because when people say if we get a draw, and we don't win anything, that if we get a win and we don't win anything, but the fact is, put us in that position, right? And that was to be like, okay, it's like this, right? Our back four naturally, let's say over the last or just this season so far, our back four are four natural central defenders, yeah. Even if Timber's reverted to a right back and Calafiori's reverted to a left back, yeah. They're still natural central defenders, right? Then if we're playing three DMs in midfield, CDMs in midfield, I keep on saying that's 7 fucking defensive-minded players. That's like 3/4 of the team, of the outfield team. Yeah, what I'm saying? Yeah? So that just leaves you 3 up front. That's not enough, right? That's not enough to get you those goals because as a team, we defend well. How many times in the last few games or the last few seasons and plus games have you seen, let's say, a Madueke, a Saka, or so forth, whoever's playing in those positions defend? How many times have you seen like a Havertz playing up front defend? Even Gokeres in the last game. Oh, I didn't watch that game. The Forest game defend. Do you get me? So as a defensive unit, we're okay. Now it's time to express yourself. This is what I'm saying. Because like I get it, it's we're giving teams too much respect sometimes. You get me? It's like when we're playing the team, we're supposed to be thinking as, do you know what? Yeah, there's a reason why we finished second 3 times. Okay, cool. We're not that great, but there's a reason, right? So express yourself now. Show teams that we're coming for you. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, if it doesn't work, then they've always got time to change it up. This is why you got 5 substitutes. You know what I'm saying? Because it's easy to say when you're winning 2-1 and then you bring off 2 players and play a defensive midfield. I mean, like defensive players. It's easy to say that. So when things ain't going your way, fucking spam attacking players. Don't wait until 80 plus minutes when you know the clock's ticking, when it's hard, even harder for us. Like, we're not Liverpool. We're not going to score all of these goals in fucking 88 minutes plus. You know what I'm saying? We normally get our goals early, yeah? And then we kind of shut up shop or we just control the match. Put us in the positions to do that. Because we're better when we're soaking up pressure. But when you're soaking up pressure, one thing that we're not going to do is score. You know what I'm saying? And when you don't score, guess what happened? You can get that sucker punch. You can get that Sabozlan worldie. You know what I'm saying? You get those kind of goals. And that's what could actually determine the game tomorrow. One of those goals. Because even though we can say the last few seasons, it was Saliba and Gabriel have locked up Haaland, right? Yeah. He could get a worldie tomorrow. Yeah. Reinders, he's on his game so far. He could do some. I would say Doku, but you know what? The Beetlejuice is shit. It is what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's just a track star. He's an athlete. Yeah, he's a great athlete, but he hasn't got no end product. You get me? He's like an Elephant Man version of fucking nonsense number 20. Yeah, but there we go.
Who do you guys have out? Do you have anybody out this game? Or
just Saka.
Yeah, I think Saka's back, you know. I think Saka's actually back.
He's back.
He's back, but I don't think he's going to play.
Yeah, I
I,
think
I know Adobe's gonna just throw it in straight into this game because he didn't play
I
last
don't
game.
No, he didn't play last game. I think he is back, but he's not going to play. So it's just Havertz, Jesus, which everyone can't remember the last time he played. You know what I'm saying? I think those are the players that's out, and I don't really give a shit if they're out. You know what I'm saying? This is why we've got a squad as we've got them. It's just that, like, I'm going for 3-1, and I'll tell you this, I'm going for 3-1, but it's all dependent on the team that he puts out tomorrow. If he goes, like, say he wants to go against Liverpool, right? Do I believe Liverpool are better than City? Yes, I do. Yeah, this is why I got them to win in the league, right? But if he does that, I think it's a lot easier for them to retain the ball. We need willing, speedy runners that could counter attack like that. We're fucking at home. We shouldn't be bringing out a team with 7 defensive-minded players. We are at home. We're supposed to be the gunners here. So now it's time to just shoot man down. I'm not always asking for this attractive football and all of that, because that was Wenger's thing, you get me? And later on in his career, he didn't win us nothing apart from a few FA Cups. Yeah. But I still respect that dude, you get me? Because he gave me some great moments. Arteta needs to, like, he's never gonna replicate that. It's not gonna happen. But put us in a position. Yeah, and by putting us in a position, meaning playing players in their in their specialized position. We all know Moreno, he's shit in midfield, but push him further up front, he could do his thing. So why the fuck do you play him in midfield? Do you know what I'm saying? You fucking donkey. This is the things that frustrate me a lot, bro.
Even the thing anymore. That's what I'm struggling with. He's showing me, bro. Again, I don't know how this shit happened. And he turned himself into a Premier League striker, but he's a striker.
You know what the maddest thing is? You know what the maddest thing as well is that is good. And I had this conversation actually about that because I find it interesting because, like, and this goes the same thing for Subamendi as well. I think Subamendi's been solid for Arsenal, but I don't think he's been that nice. But it kind of goes back, but it's steady, Eddie. But I feel like I watched them for Spain, both of them playing midfield, and they look way much better. Of course, you play with more quality, but I think the key part for me is just how they get operated in Spain compared to how they get on how they play compared to Arsenal. I think Arteta limits these guys, so that's why I say even sometimes, like, even for Moreno, I think at Arsenal he's a better striker than a midfielder, but that's a problem because you signed to be a midfielder.
Yeah.
So why is it that he's struggling in your system to come in as a midfielder? Subamendi, I think he's, like Eddie said, he's a steady Eddie, but Subamendi got a lot more to his game. So it's like, why is it that they look limited in your system, but when they go to Spain, you see like the full kind of outfit, and it's not even just the loud international break. I've watched Subamendi, I've watched Moreno doing the Euros, match it up for Spain as well. Against the top teams as well.
Hey,
Did you know what it is?
I must go.
Eddie, blessings, yeah. I'm gonna close out shortly anyway.
I just wanted to be
Bit better,
put
Eddie.
on record that I came here and I confronted my attackers with a level of courage that I expect everybody to have the utmost respect for me in the chat and on these panels from here on out. If not, I'm just gonna start holding folks accountable. And what does that mean? I'm calling the authorities for all this. How about that?
Calling the authorities, yo.
I'm calling
That's
the
good.
authorities.
You call the authorities.
I won't call them. You see, I'm kind of sweating because it's been a high pressure situation. But still I rise. Dante, always a pleasure. Jez, it never is a pleasure. I hope to not see you for a very long time. El Jefe already know it's always love.
Blessings, man. Big up every time, man. Blessings, Eddie. Hey, shouts to you lot for holding it down as well as appreciate it. Run up the likes, people. Hit the subscribe button on here. We are going to close out. Heading over to the Yardman show. As you can see from the title, Javon has had enough. For those that was watching my watch along, they seen that Javon rang me during and was like, I got one thing to say. Oreska out. So he's not happy. Be interesting to get Kaneki's thoughts. Interested to get Lex's thoughts as well, people. Yeah, Prime, we're literally just about to close out. Anything you want to say quick?
Oh,
got like a couple minutes to say, well,
Hello.
yeah. It's all good.
Hello.
You all good?
Good evening.
No. That game was are you ending the stream, you said?
Yeah. Literally heading over to the Adman show now as we speak.
never mind then. Let me just. I can't say what I want to say then. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I knew you was looking to absolutely crash out. But yeah, people, we are heading over to the Yardman Show. It's just gone live. So before you leave it, run up the likes, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you subscribe to Duncey's channel, Donversation TV. Link is underneath in the description. Make sure you subscribe to the Sarcasm City TV Clips YouTube channel. That link is also underneath in the description. It's where we did watch alongs today, Merseyside Derby, and the Brighton Tottenham game as well. And it's where Bournemouth, Newcastle, and Arsenal, Manchester City will be as well. So like I said, again, run up the likes, hit the subscribe button here. As soon as you head over to the Yardman stream, run up the likes over there. Get any questions you lot have in as well. This has been the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in, and see you lot in a couple minutes. Big up.
Sanchez.